What's going on, people? Welcome back to the John Sinclair TV. Back again. It's a match preview show between Newcastle and Fulham at St James's Park, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I've got my regular co-host Paul. Big up to you, Paul.
How's it going, mate? All right.
I'm great. Not too bad at all. And Steve, how are you, my guy? And as a Fulham representative, to you, welcome to the show.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I'm not sure we're going to repeat the last couple of results tomorrow, but I'll be ecstatically over the moon if we did.
Fantastic. I know. Listen, it's not tomorrow, but for you guys, if you get a 3 points against us, it'd be a brilliant result for you guys. But for us, we need to get back to winning ways. So, guys, if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Do follow Steve Lids84, and the link is in the description as well. And follow Paul on Blank Canvas PC as well. And super chats are open. Thank you very much indeed, Leslie, and share to my socials as well. Thank you very much indeed. Hi to Tyler. Hi to you. And Fulham fans, you're welcome to come on the show as well. Super chats are bottom right corner, or you can join for 9p. Hi to George. Hi to F-side to George. Hi to Gary V. And just going to get some more. I think me playing up. It was playing up, but not now. Hi to Let's Game. Hi to George Eaton. And on to John's late. I do apologise, I'm late as well. Late is great sometimes, but I do apologise. Just some technical issues there. Thank you, Leslie. Hi to Amy, one of my favourites on social media. She is amazing. Hi to Tyler again. And comments are still flying in as well. And hi to Shane Kearley. Hi to you, mate. I hope you're good. And welcome to the channel. Hi to Amy, guys and dolls. Thank you for that one. And all the others as well. Hi to Trevor Turner as well. Big up. The Leeds United fan as well. Right, it's a game between Newcastle and Fulham, St James's Park. Newcastle's here on 3 straight defeats. Fulham are going really well, scoring goals for fun. Lost to Liverpool, beat Forest as well. And yes, I was just going to say them, Steve, your season so far, mate. You tell us about your season so far. Are you happy, Marcus Silva? And what about this? How do you think you're going so far?
Well, firstly, you've killed us this weekend when you said you're on so many defeats and we're on back-to-back wins. It's a nailed-on Fulhamish defeat then coming up. So thanks for killing us straight away.
I do apologise.
Need to start playing tomorrow then if we're going to win 5-0. So get a nice head start on that game. Yeah, not too bad season. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit half empty at times because I see what Fulham can be when you see the likes of sort of Brighton pushing on, Villa pushing on, and then you see where we sort of been, sort of not replacing Mitrovic this season. Yeah, I think it proved the doubt was wrong last year. And then sort of this year we've struggled without him. Jimenez hasn't been the same since he sort of fractured his skull at Wolves. But I think we're just seeing it's pretty. Even the pundits are saying it's pretty scary that he's coming back to form now for the Premier League because he's the old Jimenez now. So yeah, it could cause you a few problems on during the game. But yeah, I think we're doing all right. I think we'll be okay this year. Maybe even mid-table. We're not going to set the world alight, I don't think. Without a couple of decent additions. There's too many clubs like yourselves up above us. Your Brightons, your Villas kicking on, and then you still got the old sort of what they call the top 6. United, all that, City, Malarkey. So we're about mid-table, comfortably mid-table. Is a good season this year.
Fantastic stuff. And because Fulham are a decent club, so we're a terrific family club, and it is Fulham in the Premier League on the Putney Way, around Fulham Broadway. Never done Fulham Craven Cottage, but one of the places I love to go. And we've got Twitter followers as well. Welcome abroad. I got Colin Anderson. Hi to you, Colin. I hope you're having a good day. Hi to Claire Elgar. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you, Claire. And everyone saying hi. I believe got some Twitter followers as well, which is fantastic. Do you think Toonkeeper should have say one of the goals? I think he bottled it. I mean, Trevor. I'll be honest with you. I mean, Dubravka's not pulling up trees at the minute. Talk it off, Martin Paul. I mean, he goes to score quite a lot. Andy, is it 9 goals? Paul?
10, isn't it? 10 goals, Fulham.
Yeah. No, he's saying that 2 conceded.
Oh, conceded. Oh, yeah, 9 goals. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
the back, which is not good.
2 again against AC Milan. Yeah, I mean, look, the first one, it's hard to be that mean against the first one. It's a good move, and I mean, if he does pull off a save there, it's a phenomenal save because it's like he's right in front of the goal, so it's harder to miss and not. So, bit harsh on the first one. The second one, I mean, again, maybe, but I mean, I don't know what Nick Pope's doing different in that position. Really, I felt that the second goal was more than Dubravka's fault, if that makes sense. I think it was more about the naivety of what the team were trying to do. I love the fact that obviously it's cool. They were trying to, I get it. They're trying to win. And I love that mentality. I love the fact they were trying to win. But also I think that they might have learned from that a 1-1 would have been enough just to get you some form of Europe. And I think they might learn from that next time, just to be a bit more, just a bit more sensible in that position, because I think AC Milan couldn't believe their luck with how much space they had. I mean, in the end, it could have been 4 or 5, to be honest, because they hit the post, they missed a few silly chances. Do you know what I mean? We were really up against the cosh in that last 15, 20 minutes, being a bit naive, trying to, I love it. Like, I'm not slagging it off because it's great to see, but it's just one of those where if they're going to think about it, they might be like, oh, should we have maybe just kept the 1-1 or whatever? It is what it is. You can't take it back now. At the end of the day, we shouldn't have been in this position. I'm not moaning on, but we shouldn't be in this position anyway because it's the stupidest handball we've ever seen. Chess ball. We shouldn't have been in this position. So that's what's more frustrating, that if we win at PSG, I don't think we go into the mentality the same in this match at all. So it's one of those. But you can't take back history. It is what it is. But we didn't embarrass ourselves. I felt that the media embarrassed themselves a little bit. I mean, we all know what TalkSport are. But calling us an embarrassment and disgrace, especially Jason Cundy, the idiot. I just think they need to remember what the campaign was like for Newcastle. We weren't in a group like Manchester United's was an embarrassment. I don't think it's unfair to say that theirs was embarrassing. They had 2 easy winnable games in that group. Bayern Munich, I get, is a tough team. I'm not expecting them to go and beat them really, but they had 2 other games they could have won, and they didn't. They got beat by the other 2 teams. Whereas we had the worst group you could think of out of all of the other groups, and we put up, a very good performances against PSG at home. Dortmund, some naivety, but we weren't terrible in those games. The Milan game for the first half, we were really good in the first half, I felt. So to call us an embarrassment and stuff was, I thought, again, it's just they're just trying to annoy us to get us to call in. We know what their game is, And do we need to move on from Eddie Howe? I heard that argument again. Do we need a more elite manager than Eddie Howe? I mean, it's boring. It's boring when it gets like that, isn't it? It's boring. But it's one of those, isn't it? The lads will learn from it. But I'm worried. I'm worried about tomorrow. I'll tell you that right now. Fulham are in really good form, unbelievable form. Free fun. I mean, I've watched both the games now just to kind of see what sort of football they're playing. They blew West Ham away. I mean, they absolutely blew them away. West Ham were, on a different planet compared to what Fulham were. And I'd say that we're in that same form of where West Ham are at the moment. So I'm not confident about Saturday. I don't know about you, John, because I'm not.
I'm going to be honest, right? I mean, look, we've got Trippier's going to be out tomorrow. He's got a ban, right? And we've got Anthony Gordon. He might not make it tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we're going to be in spot apart. Dan Burnt's back in soon, which is good. And you know what I mean? And Steve is celebrating because Chips is out anyway. But to be fair, he's been knackered anyway. But you know what? I'm not going to have a go at Kieran because he's got credits in the bank. But to go some more comments anyway, big up to Rob, by the way, from Twitter, just outside Bristol as well. Whereabouts outside Bristol are you from, man? Thanks so much indeed. And he's a Geordie just outside Bristol as well. And big up to Napoon, by the way. And hi to Alan again. What can I say? AC Milan, 2 shots at goal and scored 2. But also Leao hit the post as well. And there is another good chance as well. So not good. Do you think you'll see you ever again? I think we will, man. I think we will. 100%. And we'll be back. And Mourinho in.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, thank you.
Did that Chelsea fan actually ask, "Will you ever see Europe again?"
I think it might have been. I think it might have been tongue in cheek.
I hope he does.
I'm pretty sure it's tongue in cheek, that comment.
Nippon, by the way, he's a good guy. He really is. He's so passionate on his channel, you know. I've not heard anything from him. I hope he's okay. We're talking about JK as well. If John's listened to the show, hi to John King, and I hope he is okay. And let's go on to some more comments. That's it for now. Keep those comments coming through. 22 people watching live. Thank you very much indeed. Most of them from Twitter as well, which I think they've done. Some Insta's coming on soon as well. You can watch on Insta live very, very soon. So, Steve, I mean, I kept that bit on. I don't know why, but he made some interesting signings in the summer. Obviously, you lost Mitrovic there. You got Alex Roby, Calvin Bassey, Timothy Castagna, Ryan Jimenez, Steve Bender, Adama Traore on a free, by the way. And have you been impressed so far with these signings, or?
I wasn't at the start of the season. I'm actually a big fan of Traore, but the problem with him is one game he plays and he's about 10 games injured at the moment. You know, we're not going to see him Christmas after again. We might get another couple of games in this season, and then we'll see what pre-season's like next year. But I suppose for free, it's not too bad. I'm really missing Mitrovic. I'm missing Mitrovic, and I know Jimenez has started scoring, but I don't. I think he's good as a second striker, but I still believe we need, you know, like a top talent that can complement him. Whether it's the same style as Mitrovic, there's been talk of Pedro from, you know, is it Flamengo coming across?
Yeah.
I don't know how genuine that is, but you know, no smoke without fire. But again, he's not in the same mold as Mitrovic. But again, if he can get you sort of 10 goals a season, you know, that, you know, comes in January, gets you up close to 10 goals by the end of the year, we're going to be comfortably mid-table with everybody else chipping in. But again, the signings are good, but it's taken a while to gel, and we've only just, as you've seen, picking up points and really started the last handful of games actually getting anywhere. Liverpool, you know, lost to 4 worldies, done really well up there.
Yeah.
You score 3 goals at Liverpool, you expect to get something out of the game. And then obviously 5-0. West Ham were due theirs after the sort of VAR luck they've had the last sort of few years against us. They're sort of our bogey team. So it was nice to see them, excuse the pun, get hammered. Really was. Someone before, I said it's coming. They're overdue one. And he said to me on social media, he said, I've got a funny feeling and so forth about this. And it did happen. Forest, I didn't see 5-0, but I'd have been disappointed not to pick up 3 points at home to them even by. But again, the team seems to have cut the changes and they're on fire. But again, the Newcastle game's a completely different game.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, the signs you made as well. I mean, Arobi's experience of the Premier League. Castagna is very interesting. He's going to go to Juventus. You got him quite cheap as well for around 12 million quid. And Cholo on the free buy. And excuse me, I think Calvin Bassey is a good player. But for what I've watched him, he's learned some mistakes as well. But he'll come good as well. So I've got some comments as well. And got one here from... I'm a bit pumped tonight. Sorry. From Gary V. Lewis Hall. Personally, I don't think Eddie Howe fancies him, to be fair. I could be wrong, but that's a strange buy. I mean, what's that Eddie signing? What's that Dan Ashworth signing, Paul?
It's a funny one because he got asked about, I don't know if you saw it, John, in the press conference. One of the journalists asked him about the obligation to buy, because there were certain stipulations. So it's not like a definite obligation. I think only if he hits certain things. And the journalist kind of asked Eddie if he'd hit them, and he kind of laughed and went, "That's not a question I can answer. That's for someone else." And then, they have someone next to him, like a media person, whatever. They kind of, I couldn't really hear because you can't always hear it. It's muffled sometimes. I think they kind of said we have to move on to another question, something like that anyway. So I don't think it's something they want to answer on at the moment. Whether that's goals or minutes played or whatever, because I'm guessing that must be part of the deal, that if he breaks a certain amount of minutes or whatever, then we have an obligation to buy. And I don't know whether whether he, like you said, maybe he hasn't felt he's done enough to earn a place for us permanently. So, not going to play him over that threshold. So he has to go back to Chelsea. It's the only thing I can think of realistically that's happening, because we know Eddie, if he trusts you and he thinks you're good enough, you'll be on the pitch. We know that already about Lewis Smiley. He's a 70-year-old lad. It's it's one of those where if he has that trust in you, he'll put you on. And it's been interesting with some of the subs where he did come on for a little bit in the game, whenever it was, a game or two before. He came on for a little bit, but most of the substitutions don't include him. So it is one of those where, is he not fit? Is he not fancy him? Is it, it must be something. There must be something behind it, because he's been a player where you think that's our only realistic substitution at times, and he hasn't made it. So there must be something. There must be.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, they don't tell us that much anyway, but something ain't quite right at the football club at all whatsoever. Let's go on to Rob. Yes, just down the road for you, Rob. Staple Hill, mate. Staple Hill. So it's not far from you. So Staple Hill Kings is about a mile away, so mile and a half tops. And hi to Rob again. Hi to Alan. For me, I would like to see Hall in the team instead of Burn. I think it'll go with Burn every single time. Big up to Nigel. Hope you're good, Nigel. Eddie said today that Hall needed more work defensively. He's good coming forward, but he needs to work it on his back as well. But I do like the kid as well. But for me, will he get another chance in Newcastle next season? It'd be very interesting. And thank you, Jonathan, for joining from Twitter. Hi to Amy. He didn't too. No offense to Hall, just didn't think he was good enough. That's from Amy. Wow. And so you can do the combined 11. If you could do the combined 11 now, and how we work it, Steve, we just choose the best Newcastle players that are on form, and we're going to go around the table. We're going to start with you, Steve. Who would you pick in goal? I mean, obviously Nick Pope's out injured. You can still pick him if you want, or would it be him, or would it be Burnt? Then I'm going to share the stream as well.
As in out of Newcastle Fulham, yeah. Who would you have?
Yeah, just a combined Newcastle Fulham combined.
I think even before he got injured, I could be wrong. I'm not a massive stats man, but I think Leno's quite up there in terms of his stats and so forth. So I'd have to have Leno. I'd have to be a bit biased, but I don't think it's a bad shout whoever you go for. But I do think Leno's got more experience as well. So I'm going with Leno.
You're going with Leno, okay? That's Burnt Leno in goal. Have I shared the stream? Yes, I am indeed. And let's go to the right back, Kieran. Not Kieran, Paul.
Is that because you're thinking I'm going to say Kieran Trippier?
Yeah.
It can't not be. It can't not be Kieran Trippier.
What about Kenny Tete? He's not even getting in front of Castagna at the moment.
I'm not putting him ahead of Kieran Trippier.
He cost about $2.5 million.
Wow.
Crazy, isn't it? I'll go with you on Trippier, yeah.
You're going with Trippier. Yeah. Where's Trippier from? Is he Scottish? I could be honest. Is he Scottish or is he in London now?
Is he London?
Kenny Tete. Where is he from?
Oh, Tete, he's Dutch.
Oh, he's Dutch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Dutch,
sorry,
yeah.
I've always said it was Scottish. I'm sorry, I could be wrong on that one. So 4 months out on board. The problem is that people compare Hall to Livermental. It was way in front of his development level. Hall's only 18 years of age. Very true. Let's go on to the other side, the left back. Steve.
Okay, I'm going to be controversial here to any Fulham fan because he has his good days, he has his bad days. I'm actually going to go for Livramento and play him at left back. I actually like him. He's really good.
Just on that, Steve, what's the ceiling? That mean? How far can this lad go? I mean, he's destined for the very top, isn't he?
I didn't realise till recently. Forget. He's English, yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise that until they mentioned it on the game last night. Obviously, the name didn't strike me as English either, and I was just like, he said, yeah, Gareth Southgate's watching a couple of the England lads like Gordon and Livramento. I was like, Livramento's English. I was like, how has he not got a look in? How has he not had a look in today? Seriously, when you think who has
mentioned him.
Literally, I mean, it's a nailed on for me. The next England squad, he gets in.
Yeah, you just mentioned the guy who's the problem, and that's Southgate.
Yeah, well, there you go. He'll be at Livramento if he continues his form. He cannot not go to the Euros. He will be at the Euros.
I know, yeah. But he's not playing Gordon. I mean, obviously, I'm glad that Gordon gets a rest, but I mean, how Gordon didn't get in the last squad is beyond me because he was in the best form of his career.
Yeah, but you've got to remember players like Henderson playing in midfield at the moment.
Yes. What an advantage that is.
Stealing a spot nowadays.
When we play France in the semi-finals or something, aren't they going to be scared of Jordan Henderson in midfield? Wow. Quaking in their boots.
Don't need, I'll be disappointed if you get Jordan Henderson. Don't need him. Do not need him. Let's go on to the centre backs. Now, this is plenty to choose for. Paul, you can choose a Fulham player if you want. It's up to you. I mean, I'd rather take one from Fulham and one from Newcastle.
Well, if I'm only getting one from Newcastle, I'm taking Botman.
Okay, let's mix it.
If we're allowed one, I'm taking Botman.
Let's mix this up. I'll do the Newcastle one. You can do the Fulham one.
I bet that's fair enough.
I'm going Fabian Schär.
Wow.
Over Botman. Whoa, that's a big call.
Yeah, I'm going Fabian Schär.
Fabian Schär. That's fair enough. And you got to choose a Fulham one. It's up to you. It's a combined.
This is a difficult one. I'm trying to think of who their best. I'm thinking of who I'd want, like at the back there.
You got Diop when he's fit. You got Tossic.
Yeah.
Bassi.
He's a beast, isn't he? Bassi.
He is. It's a big lad.
Well, you can choose a new one, as John said.
I really like Bassi. I think he's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Imagine that centre back pairing. Wow.
So we go with that? Is that a fair shout? If we go with Bassi, is that a fair shout?
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. He's got less. Anyway.
I'll go with that then. We'll go for Bassi. Not Shirley Bassi, by the way.
Early Bassi.
Is it BACY?
Calvin. It's Calvin.
Yeah,
Calvin.
There you go.
I'm showing my Fulham knowledge here. Show my Fulham knowledge there.
Exactly. You got it there. Let's go for the midfield three. Before we do that, I mean, it's going to be weird. I'm going to go for the comments as well. Big up to all Fang WFD. Big up to you, man. I hope you're good. I like that call from Amy. Come on, you two. We need to bounce back. We sure do. And if you don't, then I'll be quite worried. I hope he plays Lawrence Carriers tomorrow instead of Dubs. Alan, I mean, you got to give him a try. Surely. But I can't.
If the back was fit, he wouldn't.
The back is, you have a stick of him, by the way. Big up to Lorraine, by the way. Hi to Lorraine, and a big whiff as well. Big up to Lorraine as well. Right then, let's go for the midfield three. I'll start with you, Steve.
I think you're not going to get any surprises for this one, are you? It's going to be Portugal's number 6, João Palhinha. It's an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
If I say anyone else's shit, I'll just be lying.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I would have picked him.
And then I'll probably pick Newcastle players as the others.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find him as well.
Newcastle.
J-O-A-O.
Palhinha. That's what I call it.
J-O-A-O.
Let's have a look. I'm still trying to find the lad, and he is a great player. He plays over 10.
You spell it P-A-L, mate. P-A-L?
Yeah, P-A-L-H-I-N-H-A.
Yeah, P-A-L-H-I-N. There you go.
You got 28. Cool. That's fine, and he could just roam as much as he want in the midfield again. He's going to go alongside him.
Bruno and Joe Linton.
There you go. That was easy, wasn't it?
Exactly. Gamache and Joe Linton.
This is some team, I tell you that.
I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. That looks a solid side in a minute. It really does in the midfield three. And let's go to some more before we go on to the centre forwards as well. It's going to be interesting. Let's go for Les. My own complaint, Alan, commanding the box. And hi to Lorraine again. Hope you're good. Everyone's saying to Lorraine, big show some love. And yeah, let's go for the three. It's going to be interesting. We're going to go for the right side of midfield. I know what I'll go for.
There's
Who's
some crazy players. You think about both teams, there's some absolutely crazy players that you could field out there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Go on. Me, I would have gone for William.
Yeah, well, he's more of a left, isn't he? Would you say, Steve?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he likes to cut in on his right.
So we go for.
I mean, I know we play Harry Wilson up there, don't you, on the right?
Yeah, but again, he's sometimes Harry Wilson, sometimes Harry Wilco. You never know what you're going to get from him. Yeah, I like Harry Wilson, but yeah, he's sometimes hit and miss. I wouldn't have him in the top three personally. Sorry, Harry, you're better than me, but yeah, it's not difficult.
I mean, look, we all love, as much as I know some of the chat are going to scream at me and say that they want Miguel Alma on here, I just don't think I can on current form. And I think William at the moment is in better form than him, so I think it's hard not to put. I'm putting him out of position. Does that matter?
No, not really. But it's your formations, not me. I can only advise, but
I can't leave him out, but I can't leave Gordon out. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those where I want to put both in, so I'm going to have to play one of them at position.
Can you stick Gordon on the right?
Yeah, he can play there.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could technically.
Technically, there wouldn't be an easy gear. So we go AG on the right hand side. You happy with that?
Yeah, go on then. I just don't think you can leave out William in his current form.
And on the left side. If I can find it, put William. WIL.
Double L. William. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there you go. 35 years of age, this guy.
Oh, he's taken up half the pitch with his hairstyle.
Yay! He is, isn't he?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. I tell you what, it's gone back to the 70s mode. You know what I mean? 70s style. Yes. The Jackson 5.
Oh,
Let's go on to the forward line. Who would you go for playing forward?
It's difficult. But I mean, if you're basing it off the last two games, I think there's one leading candidate. But you've got to base it on the season, surely. Who's been doing it week in, week out? I mean, how's Wilson been doing for you guys? Doing all right?
He's been injured most of it. Isaac's done his best up there, but he's not had the service at times. But he is obviously out on his day, fully fit. He is unbelievable. He really is. Like, he's very good.
I mean, in terms of who's setting the world alight at the moment, I mean, it can only be Jimenez. Really?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it?
But again, he's done it for 2 games. 2 or 3 games. Liverpool and then Forest and West Ham. Before that, he's been really struggling.
And Isaac's been very on form in the past and just kind of been off the ball recently.
Should we just go for a left field and stick Dan Burn up there? For his height.
What do you reckon, John? What do you reckon?
For me, I mean, he's just not scoring a lot of goals this season, and I'm been off call out in a minute, so I can't lie. Jimenez done it for 2 games, like Steve said, not doing it enough in a minute. And Callum Wilson's been injured for a few months as well. So that means injury prone as well. And Isa looks like shattered as well. For me, you're going to play, have someone up front. You got Gordon and Willian could cross the ball as well. For me, I would have gone with Callum Wilson. For me,
Callum Wilson, okay.
I'd go with Wilson.
Can't we stick in Mitrovic just because he played for us both?
Oh. I'm going to put Callum Wilson, and I've decided.
Yeah,
there you go. And that looks a good team because Wilson's a starter anyway above Isak, if I'm honest. Isak can play on the left-hand side. For me, I want a striker that actually play a striker. So there you go. We got the combined as well. We made that 1, 2, 3, 4 Fulham players and 7 Newcastle players. So we go through them. You got Leno and goal. You got the back four is Trippier, Livramento, Share. The midfield 3 is Bruno, Joe, and Panina. And then the front 3, Willian, Gordon, and Callum Wilson. If you agree with that, guys, leave in the comment section in the box as well. And who would your team be? Just let me know on that one. And we should go from there. Let's go on to some more comments. Supermac managed a 4-1 away in 1982 against a Keegan-inspired team. That's from Arthur B. Wilson having delivered in important games. And to see he's been injured, but he'll be back. He'll definitely be back. So the debate, Isak or Isak. I hear both. That's an Amy. Amy got on Callum, unfortunately. And we're also in Rafa's team getting turned over 4-1 at home. Yes, I can remember that as well. I think it's definitely Fiend out at home in the championship. I know that's a fact. Just watch Eddie's press conference. Guess Hall's not our future plans. It's a shame that is true. We'll touch on that. And I was not trying to be nasty telling you a comment, by the way. It was just a general question for me.
We know. We know.
We definitely get back in Europe sometime soon. Catching up in the chat, Amy. Also remember a 3-2 win, the last minute winner for Newcastle from Kenny Ward and getting a winner. Let's come back.
It's a name that people may not remember. It's going back a bit, but in the college I teach in, the head of our sports division is Mike Ford, who used to play for Wolves back in the day. Mm-hmm. He's telling me a story about how he played at St James's Park when Keegan was in charge. It got called off because the pitch was waterlogged, and it was the one goal that he scored a goal at St James's Park in a 4-1 defeat when in the rescheduled match. We had our leaving due today, and he was telling me that story that he said he had a history of Newcastle. So that was really cool. Him telling me that. So yeah, he's got a background as a professional footballer. So yeah. People remember that name. He was saying that he used to say he'd find it funny if people remembered who he was.
What was his name again, Paul?
Mike Ford.
No.
I can remember.
Yeah. Even he laughed. He was like, no one's going to remember who I am.
No, it's just, yeah, bless him. I was just thinking that the team that we've done, we've sort of left out some glaring names. When you think about Fulham, we've left out Kearney, the Iwobi. You know, you think there's players we could have had in that midfield. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, Kearney was someone we wanted to remember under Rafa. Rafa Benitez really liked Kearney. I think we even tried to buy him from you when we got promoted from the Championship. I think I remember there being some like potential talks or potential, deal going, and just didn't really, because Mike actually had no money. Nothing really came of it. Same with Jared Bowen. We were about 5-10 minutes away from signing him, and it all fell through. We've been, Dele Alli was another one. We nearly had Dele Alli through back when he was, a better player. And Mike actually didn't fancy him either.
That comment. Oh, dear.
Wow.
Did they really want to know how expensive that new stand is?
Yeah, it's quite expensive, isn't it? That's what you're charging $3,000 a season ticket, I believe.
It is. So the tickets to sit in that stand for any game range from anywhere over 100, between 1 and 150, basically, to sit in that. It's absolute madness. You'd think we were Man City. You could half justify it if we were Man City winning trophy after trophy or competing every single year. We're Fulham guys. We're Fulham. We haven't won a major trophy. Just, what I mean?
What's funny about Man City is they have to, their tickets are quite reasonable because they don't have many real fans.
Yeah, but like, it's Fulham, mate. It's Fulham. I don't get the Khans. They don't understand.
I know Tony Khan's he's a special type of a person. Yeah, he's a funny guy. He runs a promotion that I know very well that's linked to wrestling, and he makes very questionable business decisions in there as well, alongside Fulham.
The thing is, it's really difficult. I mean, I don't want to criticise because he has done some good things, but you think about when he first came to Fulham with as the owner's son, he was no more qualified for the job role than any of us. In fact, we probably have more football knowledge between us than he does up until taking that role. It's money, isn't it? Money talks at the end of the day. It doesn't mean he knows what he's doing with it.
Yeah, it's very, very true. But it does talk at the end of the day. But, like I said, it's just the thing is, though, right? I mean, football is expensive business now. It's just ridiculous. It really is, guys. It really is. 35 pence to get into leases, and when I first watched Newcastle, wow, wish it was 35p now. Can you imagine that? Then you still won't be doing these top quality players now. But hey ho, let's go through the candy bit of stats as well. I mean, head-to-head, Newcastle aiming for a fourth consecutive win over Fulham. Last season, it was 4-1 and 1-0. And Fulham were winless in 7 Premier League away games against us since beating them 1-0 in May 2009. And Newcastle are in danger of losing 3 league matches in a row for the second time this season. If Callum Wilson scores, that'd be his 20th goal in a calendar year. And Wilson scored 13 goals in his last 13 top-flight start. So, you know what? He's back on the grass and he's back on form as well. As for Fulham, they're aiming to win 3 consecutive league games for the first time this season. Mark Silva scored 10 goals by conceding the past 2 fixtures, both at home. They can set a club top-flight record of scoring at least 3 goals in 5 consecutive matches as well. And Jimenez scored 3 goals in the last 2 Premier League games, as many as had in his previous 43. Willian has scored 3 goals and provided an assist in his last 4 league games. So I think tomorrow, Steve, Willian is going to be a key guy. I think he's still got it at 35.
Yeah, who are you going to play right back if Trippier's out?
Livramento.
Yeah, Dan Burn will be a left back.
He's going to have a tough time tomorrow up against him then, against Livramento, because Livramento's got a lot of energy forward and back. So from what I saw last night. So yeah, he's going to. But again, experience could be the difference. He could teach him a few. You'll see how good Livramento is tomorrow. Put it that way. You know, he's going to be up against a wide experienced winger, as we already know. We put him in the team. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle, that one.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think first key tomorrow is going to have to be Joe Linton and Bruno as well. Will Miley start tomorrow? Will Sean Longstaff come back in? It'll be very interesting. I mean, Eddie will let us know tomorrow on that one as well. The new standards called the Ritz. Rasmus Allen, it sounds like a Ritz, doesn't it? If you're going to charge 150 quid a ticket. Wow. 106 pence for Leslie, first game. It needs a salary cap like an NFL. I can't see it happen anytime soon, Paul.
No, I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? That the thing is, if the Premier League brings that in, you're just going to ask an ousting to Saudi. Do you know what I mean? It just is. You know, because we know what some of these players, not all players, I'm not saying all players like it, but there's a lot of money orientated people in this industry. And the thing is, if you put salary caps in, it might work for some people, but you watch all of the bigger players just not, go to Saudi, because that's the one place that will give money for old rope, really. They'll just give it to anyone. So, or the Super League comes back, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just... it's weird. I just don't know what, it's this weird thing with where football is at the moment, like what's going to happen in this future, because Saudi's buying people for fun. The FFP is just causing more confusion than it needs to. Some people I know get angry when you say stuff like that, but it's true. It's just like, what are you or aren't you allowed to do and get away with or not get away with, or have you done that wrong or have you done this wrong? It's frustrating. And it's just one of those where, Saudi Arabia just keeps buying all the best players, or, clubs get fed up with FFP and do the bloody Super League again, because that's just Man United can keep being crap and it don't matter.
Exactly. This is the thing, right? I mean, they don't want to let the big clubs down. Like, look at what happened in Champions League. PSG, right? Got away with one with that handball. It's a dubious handball, by the way. Yeah. And you know what? They're in the last 16, yeah. That's what I expect, really. But then again, we can't really put down an excuse. Just haven't been good enough against Dortmund. Haven't been good enough against Milan. Simple as that. Will people pay that money at Fulham? I bet you need a loan for a burger at that stadium. Do you know what? They still pay it, though.
I can tell you, I haven't been all season simply because I'm not prepared to pay that stupid amount of money to go and watch a game. Do you know what I mean? I've sort of never felt so disconnected from the club in terms of that aspect. In terms of I'll follow them as much as I can, whether it be TV, socials. I probably will end up going this season, but again, I only remortgage in the summer. So in order to go this year, I'm going to have to remortgage again. Ironically, the games that you can actually go to are the away games. Is it 30 quid or something? 30, 35 quid. But can never actually get a ticket for them, even if it's Bournemouth around the corner, because it's like literally because you have to have about 500 loyalty points to actually even get there. It's crazy.
Crazy, man. We touched on loyalty points, so 500 points. Wow, that's a lot. But I don't think any Newcastle fans, there's only a few Newcastle guys got over 200 points, loyalty points anyway. So, and again to the Sunderland as well. Well done. Bit late to the party. I do, Pete. I hope you're good, mate, and I hope you're having a good week in a minute. First prize, I can remember Gary. And it's the same here. Sometimes gotten free, climb over Lisa's wall. Wow. Those were the days. And Amy's getting a prediction early for the Fulham. Leno Gore, Castagna, Tosin, Bassi. We haven't spoken about him. Antonio Robinson. What a player this guy is. Kearney, Paulino Holding, Ruby, Pereira, Wilson, and Jimenez up front of his own. And Amy's getting the Fulham predictions in early. Newcastle's won 7 games against Fulham in the Premier League era. And we've got it's already heading that way. That's an Amy. And 600 turnstiles of Gallagher's and a few times then ran up to bless Leslie. Bloody hell, I'm 58. So climb over the wall many times, even watch from a crane basket. Wow. And lots of form through the others. After I just watch football on TV, even that's not cheap. It's a lot hassle. That was my trick as well. A few people did down the Gallagher. How many people can get over the walls in Gallagher these days? Not now. In the building end once, I was absolutely terrified. Wow. Just what I read. Wasn't good, Alan. I was a steward and the first aired at St James's many moons ago. That's on Lorraine. Cool. I mean, I'm sure, Lauren, they could have gave you another job somewhere else around in Newcastle and the club shop as well. And but how long was he there for? Just let me know. I was going to say as well, we look at the league table. Fulham have got 21 points. Newcastle has got 26. And we need to win this game tomorrow for many, many reasons, Paul. We need to. Huge game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not normally one to be negative. I don't think we're winning it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, don't apologise. Just be honest.
I just think we've been so poor defensively. I mean, I hope they prove me wrong. It'd be brilliant. I'm just not feeling confident at all. I just think that I'm really worried about where their mental state is after that defeat. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those where I don't, how much has that affected them after? That's just that's tough that taking that, that defeat there. And I know Eddie will get them into as best as they can, but I'm a bit worried about it. And I'm worried about the back forward to Bravka at the moment. I think we just look, when we get into trouble. In the past, I've been calm because you've had people to calm it down and get rid of danger. At the moment, we look at 6s and 7s at sometimes, and now you're taking away Kieran Trippier, who admittedly has been on not the best of form, but he's still an integral player at times. So we're losing him. We're getting Dan Burn back in, which is good in one way, but I felt he was responsible for the first goal as well in Milan, which wasn't great, but I know he's just back, so it's hard to be too harsh. But I just, I'm like I said, I'm worried because it always worries me when people say, this team hasn't won here in this many years, and they haven't done all this rubbish, because this is exactly when Fulham come and just go, well, we'll beat that record now, because they've been in good form and they haven't had a game midweek, and I'm really worried about tomorrow. I know I'm not normally this negative, but I'm worried.
Yeah, fair enough. Each their opinion as well. Amy said the Bracken goal, Livermore, Lascelles, Sharburn, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Hall, Wilson, and Isak. Very interested to see Lewis Hall in that squad as well on the left side. If Gordon's not fit, I think Gordon needs the rest, to be fair. 2-1 to Newcastle tomorrow. And a new large stadium would help, but I think prices will still be high as an offer. I mean, Steve, from a fun fan in, do you think Newcastle needs a new stadium, or do you think you should expand it?
A new stadium? It's massive.
52,000.
Try asking Luton, do they need a new stadium? So yeah, no need a new stadium. Your stadium's absolutely fine as it is. Don't change it. You just don't need to. Yeah, you've probably got the fan base to fit in a few more, but you just don't need to change it.
Fair enough. If Newcastle are winning tomorrow, game management has to be good. An ugly win will do tomorrow. This is why we need to start Dan Burn, right? We need to start Sean Longstaff. Give Miley a break. I like Miley, but give the guy a break, right? And where are you going to put Lewis Hall? I mean, if Gordon's not fit, that means Isak's going to have to play. But for me, Paul, I think Isak needs the rest. Wilson got to play out top. And I also think as well, I can't do any worse than playing Hall at left back and Livermore on the left.
He won't play Hall. He won't. I just don't think he will. I don't think Hall's getting anywhere near that squad. I think he'll be on the bench. I don't think he's starting. Eddie Howe shocked me before, and I might be eat my own words tomorrow, but it'd be one of the biggest shocks for me on the team sheet if Hall started tomorrow. I think if Gordon's not fit enough, it'll be Isak. I just think it will. It just will. I'd be very surprised if Hall starts tomorrow. After some of the comments today weren't the most, Eddie wasn't exactly speaking big praise about the lad. But who knows? It could be one of his famous, misdirections, and he's going to start and be brilliant. But I'll be very surprised if Hall was anywhere near the pitch tomorrow.
Wouldn't be surprised neither, to be fair. But I just don't Eddie rates the guy. I really don't, and that is the problem. Do you know what I mean? But are they going to send him back to Chelsea early, or we have to keep him to the end of the season? Because if you're not going to keep Lewis, then we have to buy another left back, and as simple as that. Maybe Eddie's got someone in mind. Or maybe might get Minted back as well, because Feyenoord are not in the Champions League now. I didn't know in the Europa League, I think. So it is a tricky one. It's a very tricky one as well. Carriers, Tino, Lascelles, Sean, Longstaff, Miley, Bruno, Joe, Anthony, Wilson, and Isak Lassen Lorraine. And Amy can't agree with that one. Hall, if he plays, gets us closer to having to buy him. He's not wanted from what we've seen so far. And Pete, we have been talking about that as well. Sir Bobby always did well with scratch teams. He has indeed. And Lorraine wants ASM back. That ain't going to happen, Lorraine, anytime soon. Trust me, it will not happen at all. You got to agree with that, Paul, haven't you?
Wait, he's not coming back.
He's not come back to Newcastle United.
He's coming back. I mean, sorry. I'll keep quiet. There's been some funny Twitter stuff about that. Max still loves Newcastle. It's brilliant. He still follows us. Love that. Love his attitude. But he's not coming back.
He's not coming back. No way. Sorry, Lorraine. Outside chance Sven could be on the bench tomorrow. That'd be fantastic if he did. Also as well. And let's go on to they did Maxi wrong, I felt. For me, I mean, I don't know if you watched him, Steve, ASM, St. Maximin, right? I mean, look, he's got the pace, he's got the trick there. The problem with ASM is he hasn't really got a final ball. Yes, he can change a game, but has he got that final ball on him?
Sometimes you need game changers as part of your team, as part of your squad. I'd argue from what I've seen of you guys with him in it, you're a better team with him playing than not. Arguably this season, a lot of your new signings, Gordon has stepped up. People like that. I still think there's a place for him in your squad.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Maybe I could be on the wrong. And Messi can change again. I truly believe, but we'll have him back. I love to have him back, but I don't think the odds of having him back neither, unfortunately. He's quick and he can shoot. That's him, Amy. Yes, he can.
Into the Leeds stand, yeah.
Yeah, in the Leeds stand. And then Holtburn is not playing tomorrow.
He will be. Sorry.
He will be tomorrow. He definitely will be
Sorry.
as well. Right, let's go on to predictions now. I'll start with you, Steve, and you've been a great, great help coming on my channel. Give us a score prediction for tomorrow: Newcastle, Fulham, at St James's.
I literally don't even know where to go with this one. It could be anything we've seen before: Newcastle turning up, us not turning up, us turning up, you not turning up, or just counting each other out. 2-1 Fulham.
Was that 2-1 or 3-1?
2-1 Fulham.
2-1 Fulham? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Or you're going to make a few changes. Because of the European games you've had, you're going to make a few changes, and it's going to come back and bite you. 2-1.
2-1. Cool. And let's go some more comments as well. ASM was either 10 out of 10 or 1 out of 10. Never consistent. And he's doing well at Saudi, isn't he? I'll give him. And as well, yes, and he's 5th. And that is from Lorraine. And let's enjoy these videos today. Yeah, I've seen it today. It's brilliant, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And Paul, you don't seem confident tomorrow, mate. And that's unlike you. But for those who don't know or just joining the chat, give us your score prediction for tomorrow, man.
Well, I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. I haven't been right one time this season, not even close to being right with any of my predictions. So take my predictions with an infinite amount of pinch of salt because they're always wrong. 3-0 Fulham.
3-0 Fulham.
Honestly, I just think they've been scoring too many goals. Our defence looks bad. We haven't looked like scoring many. That's how unconfident I am. I don't normally go against us, but I just don't. I'm not confident at all. Hey, like I said, when I said this last time about Brentford, what happened? I was really wrong.
Do you want to up it, Paul? Do you want to up it to 5?
Hey, yeah.
You know what? I'm worried. It could be more. I'm seriously worried. It could be more.
I don't think. I mean, if we do win up at your guys, it's going to be by the odd goal. You know, you guys are clever enough to, even if you lose, you're not going to lose by a stupid amount. Eddie Howe will just shut up shop. Bring Dan Burn on if he has to, and just shut up shop for the rest of the game. So it's not going to be like that.
Well, I think it's going to be very, 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 very. Oh, this could go either way for me. I mean, if we take a draw, I'd take a draw, but I think it's going to head down. It's going to be 0-0. I really think it's going to be nils each tomorrow in this game. I really do. And I think the back is going to make one great save to make sure they don't get beat. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get a win. Let's go on to Lorraine's fave. I enjoyed this video today. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Les. We're coming back fighting. Yes, that's all right. See, positive. I love being positive, but stop it, Paul.
I'm normally really positive. But I just don't know.
Fair enough. 3-1 to the 2. Miggy to score a lot.
Who's Miggy?
I'm wrong.
No, he's not scoring 3. Not a chance. I think you more as a Wilson scoring 3, or Gordon, or Dan Burn. 3 headers from a corner. No, just no. Yeah.
Well, 3-1, bless. Oh well, now we're in for sure. That's it. Amy 3-1 to the tune. 2-0 Newcastle Longstaff after 37 Isak close to the game. John, you get some great fans on here from other clubs. What a great lad Steve is, with the exception of his score prediction. That's in Gary V. Wow.
Gary probably hate mine.
Thank you very much for that, Gary. I really appreciate that, my guy. And we've got one. Hey, Miggy. And talk it off, Miggy, right? I mean, again, he had that chance to straight off the line, but I'm not going to slate him. But the what do you call it? The tweet, someone had a tweet off Lauren on a DM saying that people saying to go Miggy, saying that if he doesn't perform, he will not leave the stadium breathing. Now, I think that's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to whoever did that.
Stupid, man. Jesus. Bloody hell, man. You can be angry at a player. That's stupid. That's ridiculous.
Would he say it to his face?
Absolutely not.
Not a chance.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I'll be on TNT. Couple on Wednesday. I'm still waiting for a clip, by the way, from Sylvia. She said I should do it in one day next week. She's not feeling well, but once I get that clip, it's going on YouTube, whether people like it or not. It's as simple as that. Anyway, positive vibes. I hope Dobbs starting goal as he let 9 in the last few games.
Gary,
Big up Gary, by the way.
With you, Gary. That's my worry.
Yeah.
That's my worry.
Please start him. Start him in goal.
It will be. If he's fit, it will be. It will be. If he's fit, it will be.
Dubravka in goal, Hall left back, whoever your reserve right back is, play them all. Rest the others. It's fine. Hey.
Yeah.
I will lose.
I will do. Aim can't. We'll see. Gary, I agree. Carras couldn't do any worse. I'll put Garris in. I mean, end of the day, Lorraine's quite right. You know what? Lorraine, I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to go 1-0 to Newcastle and get the 3 points.
You're not getting a clean sheet. Not happening. You can win 5-1. You're not getting a clean sheet.
Fair enough. But scoring goals is going to be fun as well. Stevie Jr. Now, we're going to wrap up the show there. It's been nearly an hour as well. And it's been a fantastic show tonight. Bit of banter as well. And Steve, if I start with you, where could people find you on your socials, man?
They probably don't want to follow me. I referee in my spare time as well. So
well, I'm not getting it yet. I'm not getting a red card for it though.
I'm quite chilled out in that domain as well. I like to keep them in the pocket. It's more paperwork. I don't like doing that. So no, they can just follow me mainly on Twitter at Lids84. I do have Instagram. I do have Facebook and stuff like that. But again, I don't really use it that much. It's more Twitter for me.
Fantastic stuff. And Paul, we're going to find you on Twitter as well. Blank Canvas PC as well. And people are following you as well. Have you got to watch along to do tomorrow? Fulham watch along?
No, not tomorrow. I forgot it's a 3:00 game, so I can't because it's not on TV.
Fair enough. I've got to find.
No, I know. I can do it from some other means, but it would mean doing it through. I have to be careful here. I'd have to do it through the laptop, so it wouldn't make any sense to do the watch long because it wouldn't be able to. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't work. So, sadly, not. I forgot it was a 3:00 kickoff. To be fair, whenever the next televised kickoff is, will be definitely watch long.
Fantastic stuff. I'm going to do watch it tomorrow. I'm going to do the match reaction show tomorrow about 5:00. Come on for that one, mate. Only for an hour.
When's that? Sorry,
5:00 tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I'll be around.
So get you on for the match reaction tomorrow.
Yeah.
And let me mods know about it as well. And
bring your tissues, mate.
Yeah. Lorraine, can I say?
I'm very prepared.
Yeah. Lorraine, I love you to bits, Lorraine, but it's Howay, Howay. You don't spell Howay like that's a Sunderland way. So I just want to let you know. Before I let you know on that one, I love you, but it's spelled Howay, not Howie, the lads. But I'd give her a buy on that one. But I
thought I'd be getting more stick in the comments. We were saying you guys were going to lose, but I've been let off the hook.
Very much so. A thumb, no heart. That's the aims. Take care to Les and Alan. We'll be watching other memes. Yes, we know it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good night to my Amy as well. She's lovely. Relax tonight, Les, and prepare for the game tomorrow. That's in Gary B. Love you too. And she is amazing. Always Amy as well. Don't forget Amy too. And all you guys are chatting absolutely amazing. And also from Twitter, who came in as well to watch the show.
Yeah,
thank you very much for that one as well. And just before we wrap up the show, just a bit of breaking news that Newcastle is to begin 6,000 tickets for the game against Sunderland in the FA Cup. And Northumberland police are not happy about that at all whatsoever. That's 6,000. It is going to be carnage, guys.
I wonder why they're not happy.
No, Because you know what it is,
There's
right? I
even
mean,
more fans going anyway. Do they not realise that? They know, even if there's 6,000 tickets, they know more Newcastle fans will be there than that anyway.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? If you get the players fit, if you get the players fit, then we'll be okay. We'll be absolutely fine.
Mate, if we lose that game, it will be a different match reaction of all time. It will be the match reaction of all time, not to miss. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll be doing that as well. I'll be doing the match reaction as well, straight after the game. But I'm hoping to get a ticket for that game. It's gone 45 points, I believe. The starting's 45 points. And I'm hoping it get down to around, we'll get down to 20 and we'll have enough.
You know when they go on sale, John?
Yeah, going on Monday, twice a day.
This Monday?
Yeah, this Monday coming twice a day.
Right, I'm getting my ticket. I'm getting my ticket.
Yeah, I would.
Get my ticket.
There you go. Be good if you do go up as well. So, guys, and we'll have the show there. Thanks for watching again as usual. And Alan said, 6,000 team support hours. That is a full house for Sunderland. It certainly is. And they put us all their tickets, by the way. But don't be surprised if Newcastle fans are in there as well, buying a ticket for 235 quid. Good luck with that. And that's it. Don't go away, Steve. We have a word of you as well. If you like video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Good luck to our lads tomorrow. And we have to win that game tomorrow. It's the most important game. We've got to concentrate on the game in hand. All up to my buses guy. Wow. There you go. And until then, guys, I'm back for match reaction tomorrow. Until then.